with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too. The new Steam controller works with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam Machine. Oh! This is the new Steam Machine.
The Gabe Cube. In case you've been living under a rock, Steam just announced that they're gonna be making a console, a controller, a VR headset, all types of stuff. And as most people do, they immediately started glazing. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to be excited for the Steam box, but all I'm saying is people don't need to be coming at PlayStation and Xbox just because a new thing is coming out. You see, I get why people are hating on PlayStation and Xbox right now. I totally get it. I'm totally in the boat of they're low-key wilding right now. They're tweaking. But just because they're wilding and tweaking does not mean the Steam box is just gonna kill them. Like, that's not gonna happen no time soon. Sorry to break it to you. Now, maybe a small majority of people are gonna start selling their PlayStation and Xboxes just to get the Steam box, but most people aren't gonna do that. And here's why. The Steam box is nowhere near as established as PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Forgot to mention them. They're nowhere near as established as them. Now, Steam is big and just keeps continuing to get bigger over the years, but it's still nowhere near as big as consoles right now. And the main reason for that is because Steam has only been on PC for years, and most people don't have the money to afford a good PC. Now, I know PCs have gone down in price since when they first came out. They were crazy expensive. They're more affordable now, but they're still not as affordable as a console, which is why most people still just get a console. Consoles are also just easier to understand because people have been growing up with consoles for decades now. I grew up with a console. People back then grew up with a console. Not back then, but you know what I mean. Grew up with consoles. We're just all used to consoles. And yes, since PCs are getting more affordable, yes, people are starting to buy more PCs and stuff, realizing that it's cheaper in the long run than consoles, but they're still pretty expensive compared to a console. So most people are still just gonna get that console because that's what they know and that's what they're used to. But my point in saying this is that Steam isn't as trusted as a company as PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo are. Or let me not say trusted, because they low-key, like I said, they low-key been wilding recently, but they're not as established, as I said before, as those three. Even if the Steam box is fundamentally better than the PlayStation and Xbox, it's still not going to outsell them because PlayStation and Xbox already have established fan bases that are going to ride or die for that till they're old men. Also, I've been hearing that the price for this thing is going to be like $700 or $650, and people are trying to say that's valid. That is not valid. I know people are comparing it to the PS5 Pro and whatever Pro version the Xbox has. I don't even know if it has a Pro version. I'm not an Xbox player. But people are comparing it to the PS5 Pro, saying the PS5 Pro, I don't even know how much that is. I'll just put it up on screen. But yeah, it's expensive. But the regular PS5 is still $500 or $550 as far as I know. And $650 and $750 is way more than $500. So it's going to already be pricey. People have also been saying it's going to kill PlayStation and Xbox because it's going to have free online. And even then, if the console is still that expensive, I mean, I guess it would save you more money in the long run, but are people really going to be thinking about that? I mean, most people with consoles are like children, and kids aren't going to look at a Steam box and be like, yay, I want that for Christmas. Like, they're going to ask for the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever their friends are playing on, honestly. But I don't think the Steam box is all bad. I believe that this is going to start a new era, honestly. I think this Steam box is going to do decent numbers, but like I said, people trying to say it's going to kill Xbox and PlayStation, I don't think it's going to be doing that anytime soon. I do believe later on, once they make more versions, that it can pose a threat to PlayStation and Xbox in the future if they keep and stick to their guns. But PlayStation and Xbox started off as the good guys too. look where they ended up. The whole thing just reminds me of what they said at the end of Dark Knight. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Xbox and PlayStation were great when they first came out, but later on they got more money and they got more greedy, and they started becoming what they are today. So I personally believe that the Steam box is going to be pricier in regular price, but later down it'll, become more popular and will eventually get up there with Xbox and PlayStation. But for now, like I said, I don't think it's ever going to kill it like anytime soon right now. But in the future, I do see a possibility, and I like what they're doing. And I really hope that they stick to this consumer-friendly thing, and hopefully they don't get greedy and start charging crazy amounts for online, start charging like $12,000 for their console like Xbox is doing. Hopefully they stay the good guy, but good things don't last forever, and that's just real. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. I really appreciate you. You are the GOAT. And please hit the like button, subscribe. I'm really trying to get this channel up, and I know I said my next video would be super professional and highly edited, but I low-key just wanted to get this one out. It was in my head. I really wanted to make it, before the topic just got old and stale and nobody will watch it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Steam box. I think that it has great potential, but people are acting like it's just gonna kill PlayStation and Xbox immediately, and I don't think it's gonna do that right now. But later in the future, like I said, I could see it. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bazonga.